Good afternoon or evening or night, Art-Alchemy. I think I'm hitting. It's afternoon for me, but it's hitting definitely it's hitting evening. So today I have for you this. So what is all this? On this episode, I bought it. Why haven't I not used it? So I have used some, like a couple of my Winsor & Newton oil paints that I had acquired last year through a clearance section at Hobby Lobby, and then these I bought at Michael's um, late summer. These and this one I bought it before that, like about a year and a half ago, close to 2 years. The ivory black I haven't tried from the M Gram oil paints. So these are oil paints that I'm gonna swatch. It all makes sense in a minute. So let me get it off. Because I was thinking the other day, I was like, I want to swatch my oil paints. And then I'm like, why haven't I done that? I do it for watercolor, but because with oil paint, you have to be careful. They're oil, so um, it will eat a lot of things. I do have like small little, uh, I wouldn't say canvases. I do have big canvases, but small, um, basically canvases that they're not mounted. They're just like flat, and for acrylic and oil they're. So I thought, I was like, you know what, on this episode, which is episode number 2, I'm gonna actually put the episode numbers, and then I'm gonna start um like making folders for them. Because there's gonna be a lot of, I'm gonna take all year doing episodes like this, which is kind of fun. Because yeah, it's gonna force me to use my things. So what I have for you here, besides the oil paints that I'm gonna swatch, is it's a travel glass media matte from Tim Holtz that I bought. You won't believe this, when I first started, December 2021. It was $26 when I bought it. It's an 8x8. There was a bigger one, but for me, because of my space, I was like, no, this is better. And I have not used it. I kept saying in 2022, I'm gonna use it, and I never got to it. And then I moved it um, later this or yeah earlier late last year, and I kept saying, and then I started piling up things. So this is what it comes with. It's still currently on Amazon, but a lot of people buy it now, and now it's like close to $50 for this small one. Where when I bought this 2.5 years ago, or almost 3 years ago, 3 years ago. Sorry. Yeah, I'm going on my third year of creating. Um, it was actually under $30. See, iconic. So it comes with this beautiful. It's like a um cover, and it says iconic Tim Holtz travel media set. I remember when I had originally bought it. Let me backtrack a little bit. When I was starting on my journey of art, but it wasn't for art making. It was actually um oh, see, it's tempered glass actually, but my my um my my table is also glass. That's why you hear that. So this is beautiful. See, I remember I took it out to see it once, and then I never actually used it. So it comes with this as well, and that's why I kept it in. So it's like a laminated sheet to keep this protected, which I like. And I'm gonna put it back. Cause see, it's like a sheet protector thing. So I'm just gonna keep both, cause why not? So it comes like that, and I was so impressed with the Amazon wrap wrapping. So impressed with it, because it came like the way you saw me unwrap, and then it came in another flat Amazon box also as well. I remember that day it was raining. It was like late December. I think right before Christmas. Right before Christmas Eve. Well, Christmas for me, but Christmas Eve for all of you. And I kept saying that year, oh my God, I'm gonna use it. I'm so excited. That's why I had seen it once and I just fell in love with it. And I was like, wow, and look at that. It has little like feet and they're clear. It's tempered glass and all that stuff. And what I originally had bought it for, it was to work on a surface, like a glass surface, so I could clean it easily and I could just squirt paint, like acrylic paint, and then like slap some of it and take it off. And I like the fact that this little white thing was going to be on it, but I never got to it. So the other day when I was like thinking like, oh my gosh, like I want to swatch my oil paints. Well, guess what? I was like, I have the perfect setting. So I got this beautiful. I thought I was, and this was was gonna be an episode last week's episode, but I decided because of time I was not gonna do it. But today I do have time and all this stuff, so I am gonna put oil paint in a dab, and I'm gonna get a little surface so I could designate it a canvas as like the little flat one that is not mounted, so I could swatch it for you guys. So this is what I got on this late summer, on one of those packets. It is the Sennelier Riv. Is this gouache? No, it's oil. Cadmium red light hue. So this is Sennelier's oil paint. So I'm gonna do Sennelier. From what I remember, Winsor Newton are very creamy. With oil paints, they're actually pretty creamy. See, I'm just gonna do a dab and ooh, I'm so excited, you guys. And yes, for some of you that don't know, I am an oil painter. I like to paint in the summertime because oil paint, even if I use a liquid, which is it helps me. Well, I'm gonna do the white later for Van Gogh. Let me do the black. Um, what I was gonna say, because it takes a while, so I do not like to do it in the winter because it would take forever for it to semi dry. Now I've recently found out through the Lindsay, the Fur Crafter. I am gonna do an experiment on it as well. But she actually said that when she was going through school, and this is a Van Gogh. I'm sorry, the Rogue. I mean, red, but it's more like red orange, more like orange, I think. Oil paint is mostly what you get is what you see on here. It's not really. Let me put the white on here so I can mix it a little bit. Oh my God, it's so creamy. See, and you might say, what is she doing with white? Ooh, it came out. Now I'm gonna have to use it. Um, yeah, white for oil and acrylic is your best friend because oil paints, artist grade oil paints, the tubes are, as you can see, quite large. I got lucky because these Van Gogh ones were $2 on clearance in Michaels, but normally this tube would probably run between $9 and $12, and the Winsor Newton are even more expensive. Um, the artist grade can be quite pricey. So see, this was originally a kitchenette $12.99. It tells you right there on the sticker, and I got them for like I think like $1 something. So yeah, for this Winsor Newton paints are amazing. They're amazing. They're super creamy, the oil paints. Now, I don't do, this is one thing I don't do. I, because I got trained, classically trained in oils. Like my drawing teacher is also an oil painter, and we're former. And I don't do um, oil, like mixable oils. I don't do that. That's one that you might say like, why, Maria? You do watercolors and all that. Yeah, I do, but I like oil, like original oil paint. I don't. Yeah, I don't share that. Oh, let me try mixable oils. Mm-mm. Well, for some things I'm very traditional. So oil paints are one of those. So like I was saying, that Lindsay the Furrow Crafter has said that and I'm gonna do it on this one because it's white and I'm black, you might not see it. Um yeah, Lindsay the Furrow Crafter has said that um that you could actually do an underpainting with oil pastels, because oil pastels, a lot of you may see this one had a little bit of binder, a lot of it actually, and that's okay. um a lot actually. Oof. Now there it is, there's the paint. So I'm just gonna mix it. It'll help me kind of, yeah. And she was saying that yeah, you could do underpaintings with oil pastels because oil pastels don't really dry ever unless you have to put a coat of like fixative, and I don't have that stuff, and the fixative is expensive. I don't even have it. So I try not to do that, and I was like, I recently found out that with acrylic inks you can actually seal oil pastels, because I did it and I show you guys. But I was wondering if I could, now that I know that, if I could seal them with oil paint and oil sticks. Oil sticks are similar, but oil sticks will dry a lot faster than oil paint. Ooh, this one also had a binder. And see, with the oil paint lasts a really long time, like an extremely amount of time. I don't know how long. Oh, this one has seriously binder issues. I have to get a thing. Yeah, there we go. Now it's super liquid. This one, just too. Yeah, oil paint doesn't. It's not like. It's not like watercolor and stuff where you have to. Yeah, it might have binder separations, but it still works just fine. So don't be afraid. Permanent. This permanent yet green light. It must have been sitting. Yeah, like I said, they last a really long time. I asked my, yeah, my teacher, and he told me that they last a really long time. Not to worry. If they semi-dry, like it's like sometimes if they you have to watch the cap, because if that dries, it's hard to open it. So I'm gonna clean it up. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. So I cleaned it. You could use just a towel. Make sure you like you throw it out, like try not, because it would light on fire. So it's actually hazardous. So I just throw it on like with my grass stuff and stuff like that. And also, if you have oil paints and you didn't like them, you could paint over them, or you could put it on the curb, but you cannot throw them away because they're hazardous. Just FYI. Um, yeah, so there's a lot of things with oil paint. I'm not giving you the colors, but they're like, oh, this one's actually Indian. I have used this one before. Indian yellow. It's really pretty. Yeah, I used this one before. This was also like $12, but I didn't buy it for that. I bought it on clearance for like, most of these were under $2. And one of them, which I don't remember, was actually 350. That was it. I remember there's a video on it that I did. I was very surprised and I couldn't believe it. That's when Hobby Lobby clean house, at least around here. This one also has binder issues. This is the bright red. And binder here in oil paint is actually oil. itself. So don't be alarmed. See, it's still coming out. So give it a like little swoosh. It actually, if I was like painting, I wouldn't mind it, because then when the paint actually would come out, like it would help you actually move the paint around. I am gonna get some liquid in when I'm done. Um, liquid in is that one that I told you that helps um, helps it dry a lot faster. I mean, faster than most people think, but it will still be like it'll stay wet for like over 2 weeks. So this is transparent white. I'm not gonna do transparent white because I already did the white opaque from um, Van Gogh. I forgot that on this one I had like a white, and then I had like a really light like a Naples white somewhere in there. Oh, this one's so pretty. This one's, oh, alizarin crimson. Alizarin crimson is also fugitive in oil paint, believe it or not. So I haven't tried permanent alizarin crimson in watercolor, and believe it or not, because I first laid my hand on watercolors before I started my semester with oil painting, almost 3 years back. Um, it helped me mix, because in oil paints you have to mix. Like I said, you can't buy a lot of paint because it would be very expensive, very expensive. So everybody limits themselves in oil paint with not that many colors, not like watercolor, whatever. So you have to, that's the first thing they teach you, how to mix and how to mix. You can mix, but like 2 tubes, white and black, you could mix like 10 different grays. Um, and that's where you start actually. So you only need um, the colors that you actually, if you're commissioned, that you need or that you use, and then you need a huge tube of white or a lot of white, and that will you mix a lot. I mean a lot. And yeah, so this one I'm not gonna use. So I have sap green, you saw me, violet dioxide, alizarin crimson, bright red, and Indian yellow, deep, um, permanent green, um, Bethalio turquoise, which is here, um, Naples yellow light. See how light it is? So it's almost like a white, but with a little bit of yellow. And then I have the orange, I think it's a red. This one's an LEA, and this one's, oh, it's also alizarin crimson. I do like alizarin crimson a lot, but yeah, it is fugitive. So let me get something to swatch. Hold on. All right, I actually have. See, so when you handle oil paint, please don't eat, because it is a lot of oil paint has chemicals that could cause you health problems. So this is what I have: a Paramount 6x8, 100% cotton canvas for acrylics, and accepts oils and water-based media. So we're gonna do it on here, and yeah. And I also have this. This is not new. I used it before. It's an Artist Loft flexible. When I first started oils, my teacher never told us to actually to get the flexible one, and I didn't. He's like, I don't like that. I hate this one. The one that it wasn't flexible. Now it's like in my mind. He didn't tell us a lot of things, and then he just assumed we knew, which I didn't. That's what I started this channel because I was so frustrated with like a lot of drawing, painting things that I didn't know, like oils and stuff. I've never imagined that I actually would do and like oil painting. It's so cool. It's so different though from all the other ones. So different. All right. So we're gonna start. Let me give it a little mix for the ones that they're have binder issues where the binder came out. So I'm not gonna do it in any particular order. I'm just gonna swatch these out because I wanna see it. See? And oil paint is so bright, so pretty. Look at that. It's like a Christmas red. See? And I'm not using a brush because a brush you have to wash it a lot. I don't feel like washing brushes. So yeah. Might have to pull a couple sheets of this. Nah. So that's the, let me try now the alizarin crimson. On oils doesn't matter, like I'm kind of wash it once I get off the reds. I'm gonna do the reds first because they're my fave. So this is how I hope you guys like this episode. And then you can see the difference between the alizarin crimson and just the bright red. Now, I don't like to waste paint, so I'm probably am gonna use some of this. In oil paint, you can leave it unattended. It's not gonna dry. It takes, I'm telling you guys. That's probably why I learned how to paint quicker, because acrylics dries. Oil paint does not. I would actually suggest if you guys want to try your hand at oil paint to actually do a class. Ooh, that one mix. That one's not true because it mix. Oh well. Now this one. I don't know which one's. It's another type of red. Oh, it's a different red. Look at that. That one's far more transparent. So this one was in Sennelier. Yeah, this is alizarin crimson, but I think this is Winsor Newton. So different from the Van Gogh one right here. But you could tell they're like brother sister. It's just the Winsor Newton ones are professional. Sennelier, I think, is also professional, but I only have one. But Van Gogh is not a student grade, but I don't care because the Van Gogh they're quite nice as well. So I like it. I like. Ooh, what did it? Ooh, what happened? I mix. What is this? That's the black. Oops. See what happens, you guys? I mixed the black with the red. Oh well. Now it's gonna have to mix. I'll mix it at the end some more with white. But let me try. It's a beautiful. Oh, it turns like a purple. So yeah. Whoa. I better stop. Let me try to get most of this paint out of my here. And this, how you would mix oil paint, I'll show you guys. It's like this actually. You grab of this and that, and then you just mix it like that. Then you'll have a, you see, you have a new color. There you go. Whole new color. I like it. Okay, I better get a different towel. So this one is yeah, look at, I always end up with a lot of paint. That's why I said do not handle food because you will get it. Hold on, I'm just gonna throw this away. I'm gonna get another towel. Okay, I'm back. Okay, so I got a new towel. Um, and I'm gonna, we don't have that, believe it or not, we don't have that many more to go. I'm gonna just take off the sheet like that, because then I'm at the end, off camera, I'm gonna switch them together to create like a little painting. So I'm going to leave this over here to semi-dry, and I'm gonna keep going. So what do we do next? Well, now we're gonna do the light colors. So I have a lot of Naples yellow light. That's all right. I need this type of lightness because when I mix it, and see how it had like binder issues. So when it has binder issues, leave the binder there because you can mix it back outside of the tube and it will smooth it out for you. Well, I still had a little bit of red, so this is not true. This is actually a little bit lighter than this, lighter than you see. I have a little bit of red mix because I didn't wash my palette. I just kind of like, um, I didn't wash my palette, but that's okay. So now, here, I'm gonna try to get as much off. And I try to leave as much paint on the little canvas because I don't like to waste paint. So this is yellow. Yeah, that's a true yellow. So kind of opaque. Oh, it's lemon yellow. And I do love lemon yellow. Actually, in oil paint, lemon yellow is a little bit less bright. I found an Artist Love cheap one that is brighter than that one. So this is Pathello. It's kind of, yeah, it's a little bit dark, I think. Let me mix it a little bit with, and you could do this. See how I brighten it up? Now it looks like a cerulean. And you could do that, like I said. See what I mean? It's like oils helps you mix. Like if you don't know how to mix oils, you'll learn and it's super easy because you see it right before my eyes. You just saw me do it. That's what I mean, that watercolor helped me because I didn't know what I was doing in the beginning, but when I went into oils, it was like a natural thing. I just did it. And I noticed I was a little bit ahead because a lot of the students at the time, they were just kind of looking at me like, what the heck? And I got an A for my chart. It was so nice. I still have it. I needed to dig it out and actually look at it because it's a good reference to have. Like on you. This is what we call the abstract as well. You're just laying down the paint. Yeah, because I was thinking the other day, like, if I swatch my colors, why can't I swatch my colors like my oil paint colors, you know? So that's where I got this idea. And this works marvelous. People, there is a tempered glass that Hobby Lobby sells. People use it for oils, or they get like a, I wouldn't suggest the glass. This is very well made glass that is tempered, and it's like nicely, the edges are really smooth. So for me, it was worth it. It was $26 3 years ago. Like I said, now I think it's still through Amazon, but I think it's more expensive now. I think if this one, little one, is expensive and the biggest one is almost as expensive, then get the bigger one. You might as well. I like this little one because it's big enough for me, but small enough to take if I need to take it somewhere. And that's where I got the idea. That's why I didn't use it for crafting, and then I stopped being a crafter. Except for, sketchbooks. I love making the the design part of sketchbooks. So I'm gonna probably use this once it dries for sketchbooks for the top art. Um, but yeah, that's the reason that I got it originally, for that reason. So now I'm just gonna grab some white and I'm just gonna mix it and see what I get. I think I'm getting a violet. Yep. a really pretty violet. And then you could just get some of this and mix it and see what you get. See how there's like 3 different colors? See? Now you got a different one. Boom. Boom. Bada boom. See how that happened? Magic, you guys. And I'm gonna get this white, and I'm probably going to mix it. I want it to be a little bit opaque, these colors. These greens. Ooh, I made like a dirty olive and some other color. So pretty. Yay. So yeah, I'm just gonna, let me see. I wanna see this. I wanna try this and see how. And yeah, guys, I don't care. I don't wash my palette until I'm done mixing. And you could actually make mud with oil paints as well. But as you can see, I am not. This one is, yeah, this one turned brownish a little bit. Because it has, no, it didn't actually. It did not. Look at that. It did not. Let me see what color did it turn. So what I do is when I'm done with this, when I'm not really just like painting, nothing on it. Yeah, it turned kind of like a, no guys, it didn't turn to mud. It turned like a grayish, bluish, purplish, like a muted purple is what I'm trying to say. Look, look, see? Ah, how nice. Now, if you ask me how'd you do that, I'm gonna tell you like red, blues, naples, yellow light, some white, and then I don't know the rest. But yeah, I like it. Semi-muted. This is actually one of my favorite colors, this muted. But I'm gonna let you go. So what I do is I'm gonna show you guys before, and then I'm gonna go. So what I do, it's I put down this. So this is, I get oil paint in my hands. It doesn't bother me, but if it bothers you, wear gloves and wash your hands thoroughly. So what I do, this is really abstract, and this is what I used to do in my class. My teacher's like, "Oh, you have to throw with it paint." I was like, "No, I'm not." So I used to get these canvases, and I used to like I gave like almost like a whole pack away with my other students. They were like, I would get this and I would use my brush, but I don't want to use a brush today because I don't want to wash it. It's very hard to wash oil paint, like to get it out. So this is I smoosh. This is called color smooshing, and I suggest you do it with watercolor or with acrylic. See? So now you have like a true abstract. I'm gonna put more paint on these, like, watch, and then we'll see what we get. But yeah, it's called color smooshing. All right, I'll see you guys in another video. Happy painting. Bye.